Well, hi there, everybody. Ricky Lake here. This episode is brought to you by Miller. Breakfast Champions, champagne and beers, baby. And I always put my beer on ice, because ice is nice. I just like cold beer. I don't like hot beer. I mean, I will drink it without no hesitation. But when I can, I will put some ice in my beer, because it makes every swallow you take ice cold. I mean, it's just refreshing, especially here in the South. I'm here in North Kakalaki, North Carolina. I've been playing a long, long time. Oh yeah, I've been playing guitar a long, long time. Boy, it's nice to be free. It sure is. It's great to be free. Cheers, everybody. New guitar day, folks. It's very seldom that I can buy something that I truly wish to have. Usually I got to settle for second best or something. And today's no exception. I spent about over $700 for an EPiPHONE Texan made in Indonesia. Thought I was getting a pretty good deal. I paid real close to retail for it. I mean, stupid close. Way more than I should have. And it turns out it's a factory reject. It says used on the back of the headstock. Here. There it is. Let me see. Can I get this right? It says used on the back of the headstock. I don't know if you can see this well. That's about as close as I can get it. Let me see. Let me try just a little better. It says used. And look at this headstock. I just want you to look at that. You see, check out them tuning pegs. You see the ones on the one side are farther away than the other side? The CNC people misdrilled these holes. Yeah. The one on this side is much closer than this side. That was an automatic factory reject. As soon as they realized this, them people half-heartedly at best tried to finish this thing. Edges of the frets, like half of them was sharp, trying to file them down a little bit. The frets are sticking up. The 1, 2, 3, 4th fret, and then the 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7th fret. They're sticking up. And then I got like at least 4 or 5 right here that stick up just enough so when I play a note way down here, it buzzes out, it frets out. Especially, man, I'm so angry about this. Especially on the high E. It just, there it goes. It's going hard now. So I got fret level, crown and polish. Didn't want to do that. I mean, I'm just an old guitar strangler. That's all I do. But I can't afford to pay nobody, man. That's why I spent so much money trying to get a really good guitar. This is, I don't know if you can see that. That's an EPiPHONE Masterbilt Texan. Masterbilt. But if you look real close, you can see where they've defaced that inside there. They quit working on this guitar. It really made me mad. And I was angry. And the guy says, oh, well, I'll give you a 10% discount if you take that terrible review off. Okay. He said, I can tell you're not happy. Why don't you just send it back? But he'd already robbed me. He knew that it wasn't what he said it was. So how could I trust him to... I done paid him. Now I'm going to give him back the guitar and expect him to do the right thing. He didn't do the right thing to begin with. So no, I'm stuck with this freaking thing. Okay? Oh yeah, and plus it's got the Sonotone Sonocore system in there. When I first got it, man, this thing was totally unbalanced string-wise, and mainly because of the strings fretting out. Mainly because of that. So I worked this thing. I took this saddle off I don't know how many times and repositioned that thing and restrung it. I took the old crappy bronze strings off the head. I play a whole step down, and I play nickel electric guitar strings on every guitar I got, 10s, because I play a whole step down, so I can play the old stuff. And still play it in the same key. Oh, once upon a time you dressed so fine, through the bumps of dime in your prime, now didn't you? So anyway, I needed a guitar I can play out, and I'm going to be playing in front of people like in Nashville, Tennessee, man, Twangtown, in Writers Rounds. These people so much better than me, man. They got like $3,000 guitars. This thing ain't cost but $700, and it ain't even worth $200, man, the way it is right now. So I've been working on it, working on it, working on it as hard as I can. No good. I called the factory. Well, I didn't call them. I wrote them, and they sent me back an email, and they said, no, well, no, buddy, you ought to send it back the way you got it from. I said, oh, well, I know that. I just want to send it to you guys so see if you guys can tweak it. Nah, we can't do that. Corporate says we can't do that. You know what I think about corporate? Well, I'm not going to use that finger thing. I'll just say I don't believe, oh my goodness, I don't believe I got anything to say about a corporate situation. So I'm learning skills. I'm learning how to do fret work, and I'm learning how to work on electronics, and it took a few days. This sonotone pickup is not that bad. It took about 3 or 4 or 5 days, and the strings began to level out. I don't know why. I did a lot of work on this pickup. I actually cut this much of the pickup off with a pair of scissors. I didn't try to stuff it in a hole in the side of the thing. Oh, I went for that crap, but I got it perfect now. You don't want any hanging out into the body. I got it all stuffed up right here, and it starts here and ends right there, and it's perfect. I cut it off. There's no fraying. It actually sounds really good plugged up now, since I've fiddled with the dials a bit, and I've got a acoustic A20 little combo amp that I used to play out live. I used to play out in a band. We made plenty of money. Had lots of fun. Years and years of that, and now I just do it all by myself. I got to keep all the money, so that's what I like now. And I just do my little hour show, and I go on to the next stinky dive, and that's how I do it. But you need something good, and I wanted something good, and I thought EPiPHONE Masterbilt Texan was the way to go. Well, not if it's got that freaking U stamp on the back of there, man. Do not buy one of them. I'm sorry. Unless your daddy is a known luthier, don't buy it. So, bottom line is, I wanted a nice guitar. I'm going to have to do a whole lot of work on this thing. But at the same time, it's a really good place to start. Even though when they realized that they had messed up and this thing was not going to pass. I mean, they knew they messed up and this thing was not going to pass. They just quit working on it, man. And so I've had to finish the work. I can't afford to pay nobody, so I had to learn these things myself. Well, anyway, I've been working on this song. Georgia, Georgia, now Georgia, ooh, the whole day through. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia, Georgia on my mind. Georgia, now Georgia, Ooh, a song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight, moonlight through the pines. Another arms reach out for me, another eye smiles so very, very tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see all the road lead back to you, baby. Na 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 Georgia, my sweet Georgia. Ooh, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind, keeps Georgia on my mind, keeps Georgia on my mind.